All right, let's get this podcast on some sort of forward momentum.
Yes.
Hello, Schvifty.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. How's it going?
Oh, we're doing pretty good here. Thanks for coming on.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Yeah.
Again, we've had. When was the last time we had you on?
It's been a while.
A couple years ago.
Yeah, it was
It's
like
been 2
during
years.
Rise of Iron, I think.
It's been a long time.
A
Yeah.
long time ago. We actually talked about Destiny that time, I do believe.
Yeah.
Are you playing any Destiny now, or are you just Division 2 all day, every day?
I haven't played Destiny in a bit. I played it a couple months ago, tried to get myself up to 600, and now, of course, it's what is it, 700? I don't even know the cap now. It's like I can't even keep up anymore because I've been grinding so much in Division. So
That's fair.
but
Were you a big Division 1 fan as well?
yes, hardcore,
Yeah.
loved it.
Did you play it right from the get-go, or did you join somewhere along the way?
No, closed beta. That was my jam.
Nice.
Like
Nice.
all the way from the very beginning.
That's
yeah,
awesome.
I know that you were one of the few people that like stuck with Division even through the time where people were like, "Oh, there's nothing really to do anymore." I always
Yeah.
saw you playing Division,
I
so it must
love
be
it, man.
awesome to go from playing a game that was, it had some problems, and they figured a lot of those problems out. But then in D2, it just launched with like all of that stuff fixed, and it's
Yeah.
really nice to see a looter shooter like really learn from.
Mm-hmm.
They
their
really
previous
have.
game.
They really have. They fixed a lot of stuff. There's still like a couple of bugs in the game, but I
Mhm.
think with like how much content there is and how like tight the gunplay is and everything, I think people are pretty forgiving with a couple of
I've been
things
trying
that
to
had
figure
fixed.
that out, 50. What is it about the Division 2 gunplay that makes it feel so much better than Division 1? Can you lock it down? Do you know what it is?
Tell us,
Uh,
we're confused.
I don't know. I mean, I think, okay, so one thing that I just found out, which I thought was really cool, that they added into the game was they actually recorded every single gun with an audio engineer. Every single gun they shot and recorded the exact sound that it makes. So, like, when you go in and you play with every different weapon, you can really feel it.
They all
You
feel
can
different.
really-
Yeah.
Yeah, it feels different. It sounds different. The handling feels different.
You can
And they
definitely
balanced
tell
a lot
that.
of the stuff out.
Yeah, that's awesome. Like every time I pick up a different gun, I've noticed that, picked up on it. There's like just these nuances that come through in the gunfights, and you can also tell when other people are using different guns too.
Yeah, I mean, I can hear it's not just, and that's the thing too. They made it so it's not just straight up lightweight M4 and LVOAC all the time like it was in Division 1. It's what everybody used.
Mhm.
It's just the best gun, and now they've nerfed those and made those into just single fire rifles, just regular rifles, because that's what they are IRL. So
Right.
they're not supposed to be auto weapons. So, which is nice because now you'll go into the DZ and I got wrecked by a guy using a pistol one time and then another guy using an LMG. It's like it's really cool to actually, and you can also inspect those people now too. So it's cool to like, one, see all these different weapons, two, be able to see what people are using, which was a new aspect. We weren't able to see that in Division 1.
Wow, I had no idea that they, like that.
Yeah.
That wasn't something in Division 1. Huh.
Yeah, it was really hard. It was really hard playing like legendary missions with people in Division 1 because you had to just straight up ask them, what are you running? Like, I need to know what you're running, because if you aren't running this, then it's going to be really difficult. And we need like a reclaimer set now. We need, like you need to be running this. So now you can just inspect and see what people are doing.
Nice.
So
Yeah, that's really helpful.
yeah.
One thing. So I think for listeners who are new, also for you, like because you started with Destiny, I think it would be nice to have just like a quick synopsis of how you got into Destiny, and then obviously we can transition to Division 2 even more so. But I think it's good that some of the new listeners know that.
Oh yeah. So I started playing Destiny. Gosh, it was the first real shooter that I picked up, like after taking, like you start gaming as a kid and then you kind of leave it when you go to school, and then you're like, you kind of pick it up again. I don't know. I didn't really have like a continuous gaming experience, as I got older. So once I started picking up games again, I picked up Killzone, and then I know, and just
Killzone
PvP,
was
straight up
great.
PvP. I know the PvP
It
is
actually
really
was
fun.
good. Yeah.
It's a good game. And then
Which
but I
Killzone?
don't.
Which Killzone?
I think Mercenary.
Okay,
No,
okay.
no, Mercenary was the one for PS Vita. Was it? I can't remember which one it was.
Was it for PS4?
It was on PS3.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So I don't know. I don't remember which one it was. I'd have to look it up. But then I don't know. Maybe like a month after that, I saw that this game was coming out, and the guy at GameStop, because I was all like getting back into games and stuff, and he was like, "You should really check out this game, Destiny." And I was like, "Oh, really? What do you think about it?" And he was like, "Oh, it's coming out. It looks really great," and blah blah blah. And I was like, "All right, cool. Well, I'm gonna go do a nerdy midnight release." And so I did it, and then I never stopped playing it. Like, did my first midnight release ever. I went home and I just I stood in line like a dork, and it was. I went home and started playing the game, and I just couldn't put it down. And then it was the first game I started streaming, and I started streaming probably, I don't know, 8 months after Destiny came out, right in the content drought. Like,
nice.
Nobody was streaming. I don't know. Like, of course, like Goth and Broman were still streaming it, but like it wasn't like super saturated. So I kind of got discovered, I guess.
You also didn't start streaming like by using a PC either.
Started streaming on PS4, yeah. For like a year and a half, I streamed on PS4, which has its ups and downs, but it was good to start off that way anyway.
Yeah. Nice. Do you think that like that had any weight on like early growth?
Oh yeah, very much so. Mainly because the way the PS4 works is for discoverability anyway is when you're streaming on PS4, the PS4 drone, like PlayStation Live has its own directory. So I very often would be the top person on the PlayStation Live. So I'd show up on like everybody's PlayStation when they turned it on, which is really cool.
Interesting. Does it still do that right now? Does it prefer?
Yes. Yeah. I mean, if you have PlayStation Live installed, yeah. If you tab over to PlayStation Live, usually like that's the first thing that'll show up as the top person. Now though, there are a lot of really popular YouTube streamers and unfortunately a lot of U-botters on there. So they've sort of pushed the PlayStation Twitch streamers down. But yeah, it was really good for me at the time. So I don't think I go back, but
right, obviously.
It was great. It was great early on, like for growth as a budding broadcaster. So.
Like now like trying to keep an audience like that, the streaming from a PlayStation is very bare bones. It's like
oh yeah, like music over the microphone, like that kind of thing. And then like just like my alerts, I had a laptop with my alerts, just like the alerts up on my screen. So like when they pop up, I just have to call them out. But yeah, it was very rudimentary, but I mean it worked. It worked for a while. So I was well in a partnership when I finally switched over to PC streaming.
That's awesome.
Actually, when I moved to Tampa.
Like I think a lot of people sometimes focus on the flashiness of things that can be on a stream when it's like the core community you create is the thing. Absolutely. And
it was all based around Destiny for me. Like I think I streamed Destiny for like a really long time.
When did you transition away from Destiny like full time? Was it for Division 1?
I think that was the first major game. Like I played some Fallout 4 a bit, and then when Division came out, I was just really excited to play it because I love Tom Clancy games. Like I really love Splinter Cell. That like the whole series was really fun. And I thought that I would really dig it. And so I asked to get in the closed beta, and Holtz and I remember played in the DZ against each other and stuff, like dropped group on me at the very end and murdered me. But it was, why did I switch over? I don't know. Just curiosity. I just wanted to play another looter shooter, something that I thought would be different and a bit less sci-fi. I love sci-fi, stuff. And so, but I just wanted to try something a bit more realistic.
Do you think the third person versus first person was like part of that?
It's interesting because I didn't think that third person had anything to do with what kind of games I liked. And then after I played like Fallout, I noticed that I played Fallout, and I played a bit of Fortnite and PvE though. I played Fortnite Save the World. And those sorts of third person games and PUBG and stuff like that, I noticed over time, especially with Division and stuff, that third person is kind of what I prefer actually over first person.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Do you think they'll ever add anything to Save the World, or you think that's just dead at this point?
It sucks because like Save the World is so fun. It's just that it was supposed to be free. Like Save the World was supposed to be free. I think at the end of 2018, and they keep pushing it back and pushing it back, and I don't know why. They have so much money from the BR. It's like, why don't they just release it?
It seems like they just don't even care at this point. They've gotten so many users because of the VR that they're like, well, you know, I guess we're now not going to focus on that anymore.
I don't follow it super close, but I did enjoy Save the World. Like I thought it was a lot of fun to play with friends.
Great.
And
I thought it was fun
to build up to build a base up and then have the zombies come and attack it. It was a cool gameplay loop, and like it got dropped.
Mm-hmm.
Straight horde mode like all the time, but it was great. I had a really good time in that game, and it was, I don't know, I miss it. I wish I could play it. I wish I could stream it, but it's just unfortunately just not something that works with my channel. So
yeah,
sucks.
Yeah. Also because like if you go into the Fortnite directory and you're not playing BR, like you probably get a bunch of people
would
going
just
and
come
be
to the
like,
stream.
"What the hell?"
I did it one time.
Maybe it's a good thing.
I did it one
like,
time,
yeah, what's this
and
game?
somebody was like, and people came in, they're like, lol, save the world, lol. What are you even doing? Why are you even trying? And I was
I'm
like,
having fun.
I know. You're having fun wrong. What are you doing?
I'm constantly having fun wrong. People tell me all the time, you are having fun incorrectly.
I kind of want to go play Save the World now. I never got to play it.
Dude, it was a lot of fun.
Just the idea of triggering
Save the
people.
World stream.
Yeah, the idea of triggering people. Just
You should stream it.
Yeah, I kind of want to.
There's actually a tag, which is really helpful because of all the BRs. You can actually tag the mode Save the World or mode.
I
BR.
wouldn't do that. No.
It's really useful for discoverability.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.